Critical minerals have been identified as a strategic focus under priority number 4 of South Africa's G20 presidency, with the country coming up with a critical minerals framework described by Minerals and Petroleum Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe as a game changer.
We are committed to the 6 pillars. These 6 pillars, interrelated strategic pillars, each addressing challenges across the value chain, mapping and exploration. That's where it starts. It all starts there. You do exploration, you discover quality and quantity of mineral anyway. Governance, standards of economic, social, and environmental aspects. When you are told that you must mine responsibly, it's not a punishment.
Mantashe says the continent must move from being primarily an exporter of raw minerals to becoming a key player in value-added production and supply chain integration.
We should never be entering the world as a continent, as individual countries. We are 54 countries. If we go to the world as 54 countries, we are very weak. But if we go there and try to have a uniform approach as a continent, we are very powerful and we can be influential. Actually, our size as a continent is almost about the size of China and India. And they talk to the world as a unit. We want to talk there as splinters, and it doesn't help us. We must unify as Africa, talk together. We are a mining continent, and we must our voice must be clear in that area above anybody else. So people must not come and take our critical minerals and go away.
The United Nations UNDP Africa Director Ahuna Eziyakhona delivered an address on the future potential of critical minerals in shaping economies. She's lauded South Africa's G20 presidency.
South Africa's leadership has been nothing short of resilient, resolved, but also a dedication and a commitment. I mean, if you just look at these 3 key principles, solidarity, equality, and sustainability, these are at the heart of securing our common humanity. And I really commend South Africa for insisting on this. As the United Nations, we think that it's extremely important for the world to cooperate to address the challenges that we're now all commonly facing.
A panel discussion was held on taking advantage of the global demand for critical minerals.
This is a great moment for us to really set the agenda for the G20, given that critical minerals is one of the priority issues that are being discussed globally, ensuring that this event is a success and that whatever is being discussed here can then be taken into become actionable outcomes of South Africa's G20 presidency and the legacy of our G20.
The conversations will now move to the main summit at the weekend, with Minister Mantashe confident of a declaration on the G20 Critical Minerals Framework. A consensus that the success of the G20 Critical Minerals Framework will create a level playing field, enable fair competition and support fair trade in pushing for the reindustrialization of the African continent. The United Nations also calling for global solidarity behind the outcomes of South Africa's G20 presidency. I'm Gwede for SABC News in Sandton, Johannesburg.